Hey everyone, my name is Christy, and today I am giving you a tour of my Pleasantview 15 years later. So, since I consider one day in The Sims to be 1 year, I have played 15 days in each household rotationally. It's been 15 years in my game. So, a lot has changed. I did do a 10-year tour of my Pleasantview recently, a little while back. So maybe you want to check that out after to compare to see how things were then to how they have progressed now. Basically, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 households, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what's what now. So let's start with the Caliente Household. So they are living now at 130 Sim Lane. They've been doing pretty well at their jobs, so they were able to upgrade their home. You can see that we have an extra child that we didn't have at the 10-year update, and so I've given them a new bio. It says the Caliente sisters have moved to a new, bigger home for their growing family. They may not have men in their lives, but at least the cousins have each other. So they're still not married to anyone, but they both seem to have fallen pregnant at some point with somebody's child. So here we are in the Caliente household. Everyone is sleeping because it's just very early in the morning. If you heard that ka-ching, it would have been for Dina because Mortimer died sadly in the last day that I played their house. So she inherited some money from them. They used to be lovers. That's not a storyline that I played out in my game, but it was just something that was already part of the game when you first load into Pleasantview. Here's Nina over here making her bed. So Nina recently had a baby at the last on the last day that I played them, and this is a baby with Daniel. She got pregnant again by accident. I only have my risky woohoo at 20%, which I realize is higher than the default, but I don't mind a little bit of fun surprises from time to time. But she got pregnant by him twice. They have Aaron, who's a child now. He just recently became a child. And then now they have Olivia. Here's Gina over here. This is Dina's child with Don Lothario. The funnier, interesting thing about them is that Dina wanted to have a baby, and Dawn was kind of like just right there, and so I let them try for baby, and she did get pregnant. And so this is Gina. I think she looks a lot like Dawn. She's got the dark hair. She does have tan skin. Her mother also has tan skin, but she has green eyes like her dad. Actually, no, Dina also has green eyes. This is cute. It looks like Nina wants to read to Gina. That's very cute. It is a Monday, though, so the kids are going to be going off to school pretty soon. Nina is still in the Slacker career. She's at level 4 as a store clerk. Looks like she's just about ready to go on getting promoted. She has all the skills and the friends that she needs. So I may just call a nanny for her just so that she can get that promotion and that extra money. Dina is in the law career as a paralegal at level 5, and she's usually pretty good about wanting to get the skills that she needs for work and the friends. So she has the want to get a friend and the want to earn a charisma skill point. So she's been good about wanting to get promotions. She's doing quite well. I think the bus is here now. Here's Aaron. He's going to be most likely heading to the bus. He wants to talk to his aunt first. That's really, really cute, but no. You guys go to school and to work. Dina's going to work now too, but it looks like the baby needs some attention. Do not read the newspaper. Take care of your baby, please. Oh, she's sleeping though. Hold on. Let's just... So yeah, that's this is what they've been doing. Just to give you a little bit more information about the kids, basically, Gina is extremely sloppy. She's quite outgoing, quite active, a little bit serious, but very nice. And I think that both her mom and her dad are sloppy and outgoing. Mom is very lazy. So she's a lot like her mom, I guess. Not as playful as her mom. That might be from Dawn. Okay, so you can now change your baby now that the baby's awake. Okay. Oh, there's the carpool for her. We have to call a nanny first. Now, I don't really plan on playing through this entire day. This is just a little introduction. This is meant to be just to show you what they've been up to. So I won't be saving the progress here, but just for a bit of gameplay, you know. Aaron, his personality is that he's quite neat. He's kind of shy. He's moderately active. He's a little bit serious. And he's very nice. So compared to his mom, it's pretty different. I think he might take after his dad a little bit more. Yeah. He's pretty well-rounded though. Like he's not like other than the very nice, like he's kind of in the middle of a lot of things here. And then Olivia, we don't know yet, obviously, because she's just a baby. We can't click on her just yet without cheats. So we'll find out a bit more about her later. But she does have red hair as well, which is pretty much to be expected, since both her parents have red hair and green eyes. Oh, Olivia received 200 simoleons from Daniel Pleasant for child support. Yeah, that guy has a couple kids with Nina now, and so he's paying child support to her. So Nina, you can go to work now. Walk to work. Bye-bye. Alright, so that's pretty much what they've been up to so far. They have this nice house now, which is great because they were quite cramped in the condo that they originally start in. I have a feeling that this room up here with the computer will most likely become Aaron's, and then the baby's room will be the one downstairs that Aaron has been sleeping in. Let's see, Dina is playing a friendly word game with her boss in their free time, and Dina spots a 7-letter bingo on her rack that would win the game for her. Should she lay it down and claim victory, or play a smaller word and let her boss win? I don't know. Dina, what would you do? Lay down the bingo, let the boss win? Let's see, lay down the bingo. Boom! Dina lays down bawling and ices the game. Her boss is very impressed with her play and quickly thinking and gives her a promotion. Oh, if only I was going to be saving this progress. I mean, yeah, see, that's so nice. Good for her. Good for her. Her gaming enthusiasm, I think. Nope, maybe a little bit. Not really though. So anyway, yeah, this is what they're doing. I don't believe that Dina or Nina have any intention of really settling down with anyone in particular. They have their men that they are kind of in love with or involved with, but they're both those men are sort of tied up. I mean, we know that Daniel, of course, is married. But Dawn is kind of in a sticky situation that I'm gonna explain when we get to that household. Normally Dawn is the first one in the rotation, but he's living with somebody else right now, and well, you'll see what happens with him. Alright, so next I'm going to be showing you the Goth family, and it's well, it's quite sad what has happened with this family, unfortunately. I'll read you the bio. It says, after the untimely death of Cassandra, after giving birth to Elizabeth, Benjamin is feeling uneasy at the Goth mansion. Should he stay to raise his daughter with the help of her maternal grandmother? And should Edward stay or go live with his dad, Don Lothario? So, yeah, unfortunately, a few days ago when Elizabeth was born, Cassandra passed away, I have that silly mod that there's a small chance that you know, Sims could die after childbirth, and it happened. I tried really hard to save her and plead for her life, but everyone was crowding around and crying so much that Benjamin could not reach Grimm, and so she's gone, and it's really, really sad. And Mortimer also, he passed in the last day that I played this family. But he was quite old. It was kind of to be expected. So sad, yes, but also he lived a long life. All right, so here we are at the Goth household. Everyone's sleeping right now. It's just before 6. This is where I usually tend to start and stop my plays. A few people are awake. We have Alexander getting up. He is just using the bathroom, and it looks like Bella is also using the bathroom, but the other ones are still, they're probably about to wake up if they're full energy. Here's little Edward. So Edward is the child of Cassandra. Oh gosh, there she is. She's haunting. She's there. She's probably going back to her. Yeah, she's going back because it's nearly morning now. But here's little Edward. This is the son of Cassandra and Don Lothario. They were married for a short time. I did play out that scenario. Oh, this is their little cat, Pikachu. Edward is a fan of Pokemon, apparently. And so, anyway, Don and Bella, oh my gosh, Don and Cassandra were briefly married, and they had a baby together, which is Edward. But it didn't last because we know that Don can't keep his hands to himself, and he was caught cheating, so Cassandra kicked him out. So he wasn't here very long. Bella and Alexander have a good friendship here. They're playing rock, paper, scissors. Alexander's getting close to aging up to either an adult or going off to college. I do tend to send my teenagers at like the 10-day mark rather than the 15. I just feel like 15 is way too long. And so he will most likely be going in the next round or next episode. Benjamin, that's your mother-in-law. Editor Christy here, Christy from the future. I just realized while editing this that I never mentioned that Cassandra did in fact get married to Benjamin. I thought that was probably kind of obvious since he's living at the house now, but I didn't actually say it, so there you go. They did get married. Okay, how about you go use the bathroom as well? Oh, that's so cute. I just realized that Edward had a shower and he changed right away into his school uniform. I really love that mod where they change to be more appropriate to whatever time of day it is, whether it's the regular clothes, in this case, his school uniform, or if it's close to bedtime, they change right into their pajamas. Yeah, it's really nice. I like that a lot. So Bella, she did come into the house with a job in the slacker career, but I mean, she lives in the Goth mansion now. She doesn't need the job, so I just went and retired her. Here, Benjamin, let's get you to do something. You're hungry. Toss football. Sure, go ahead. And so Bella is not working. She's just full-time grandma now. Sadly, you know, she lost Mortimer. They didn't get remarried. I did just sort of like invite her to live in the house again, just because it felt like the right thing to do. Let's see. These guys are going off to school now, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, and then there's the big carpool for Benjamin too. He's got a snazzy job. So Benjamin Long, he's a CEO in the business career, level 9. He still needs to get a bunch of skill points. But he, yeah, he sort of just showed up at the house with this really great job. Not that they really need tons of money here at this house. Where is he? Are they still... Tickle? Come on, man. Go to work. I think I hear Elizabeth screaming. I think she's finally awake. There she is, but I have that wonderful mod where they can just pop out of the crib themselves and get about their day, because it becomes very tedious when the kids are just waiting to be picked up or to get out. Let's see, we're gonna ask Grandma for attention. Okay, very cute. So Elizabeth, she seems to look more like her dad. Let's try to get a... Can I zoom in anymore? She has Benjamin's face, I think, most likely. She has dark hair, though, and brown eyes, like her mom, but she's quite fair. Her personality... She's pretty sloppy. She's very outgoing, very active, quite playful, and just a little bit grouchy. So... Compared to her dad, she seems to have gotten the activeness and playfulness of him. I don't remember if Cassandra was shy. Yeah, she's also quite sloppy like her dad, but I have a feeling Cassandra was a little bit more neat. Yeah. This is a really cute relationship. Poor Bella has lost, you know, her love, but also lost her daughter. Yeah, it's really too bad, because Cassandra's a family sim, and I fully expected them to have like a ton of kids together. Even on the night of their wedding, Benjamin already had a want to have a baby, which I thought was super cute, super sweet. So yeah, her life was cut short, unfortunately. But I have something up my sleeve. I have an idea, which I'm gonna share with you when we get to another household, because there's something that I have an idea of doing. This is not Kaylin, by the way. This is this is an imposter. Her name is Brenda Hart. She looks exactly like Kaylin. Kaylin is now a playable character, who I'm going to show you later. Yeah, she's no longer a maid. She doesn't do that anymore. So, like I said, Alexander, he's an A+ student. He did have a want to get a job in the gamer career. He's doing okay with skills. Like, he quite likes playing on the piano, and he's wanted to learn some cooking skill. He likes playing... he likes playing the chess table. He liked playing chess with his dad. Rest in peace. And so, yeah, he also had this want to get a job, and he made it all the way to the top of that career track. So he did get that overachiever memory at some point. I think it even happened, yeah, it happened the day that Cassandra died. So he like walked in the house, got promoted, you know, reached the top of the career track. Elizabeth joined the family, and then Cassandra died. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just like so many things happened all at once. It's very sad. Bella wants a grandchild, and that is very sad, because that's just not really possible right now. Because Cassandra's gone, and Alexander's just a teen. She still has plenty of time. She's 63, but she's only about halfway through the adult life stage. So I think that she might just, I don't know, she might just live long enough to see another grandchild. It's hard to say. She, based on a chart I sort of have for myself, figuring out what aspirations Sims should have, she came with the romantic aspiration, but based on her personality points, I felt that she was best suited as a family sim, so I made that her secondary. It's a little bit conflicting, I know, when you're a romance sim and a family sim, but she does roll wants like this. She had romantic wants for Mortimer the way that a romance sim would have, but also a little bit the way a family sim would have. So she sometimes she has some conflicting Some conflicting wants. She doesn't usually roll wants to be romantic with other people, but I guess now that Mortimer's gone, she probably could get with somebody else. Most likely will. We'll see what the wants roll. I do try to play wants based as much as possible, or wants and fears based. What is the butler doing? What are you doing, buddy? I'm sure there's plenty of stuff to clean and you're hanging out in the flowers. Yeah. And so we have Cassandra Long, because she was married to Benjamin, and Mortimer Goth. I added them to the family cemetery here. Very sad. So what are we doing up here? We just had a bath. You just gave her a bath and she stink. Oh, I know. She probably needed the potty, and then I didn't realize. Well, give her another bath. Alexander's already back from school. The high schoolers, they don't, I feel like they're just not there very long. It's only 4 hours, right? So they're lucky in that way, I suppose. I don't give teens secondary aspirations. I usually wait till they're adults to do that, but I should give them some of these, right? Yeah. Okay. Edward is still at school. Alexander's room is all the way up on the 3rd floor. I decided to give him sort of like this, almost like a lofted type bedroom here with this empty space that wasn't being used, because when Edward was born, we needed a space for him. And now we have Elizabeth as well. So I did turn this little nook over here into sort of a bedroom. I didn't put her crib in there just yet. This is just where her toys are, and I have a fridge to feed her more easily. Here, Alexander, why don't you go have something to eat? Oh no, you have pimples. Why don't you maybe go put some acne cream on? Go do that first. Oh. Yeah, he slides down the banister from time to time. Is he really playful? Yeah, he's pretty playful. He, yeah, I find that some Sims do that. I think it's the playfulness that they'll do stuff like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, so Edward, I don't think I talked about his personality just yet. He's, very neat. He's very shy. I think Cassandra was shy. Let me see. No, I can't check. Neither of his biological parents are here. He's very active. He's pretty playful, but he's a little bit grouchy. So, yeah, I have a feeling the shyness was from Cassandra. It must have been the neat, because I know Donna is, like, notoriously sloppy. Don is active. He might be a bit playful, too. And then the niceness is kind of moderate. Could go either way. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, word spreads fast in this family. Edward's relatives heard about his report card, and they're pleased as punch. They give Edward a 100 simoleon reward for making them the proudest doting family this side of SimCity. Well done, Edward. Yes, he's usually pretty good about doing his homework. He's in private school, just like his uncle Alexander. He has moderate interest in school. So we'll see what happens when they become teens, because they always seem to not want to do homework or have the want. Alexander is fully interested in school, so he always does his homework. Basically, the way that I treat homework completion is that if they don't have the want to do it, but they have some interest in school, I'll do random number generator out of 10. So, like, for example, Edward is 5 out of 5, and so if he gets anywhere from 1 to 5, he will do his homework. But if he gets higher than 5, then he doesn't do his homework that day. But to be honest, like, as a kid, most kids just roll the want to do their homework, so it hasn't been an issue, and this is why he has an A+ report card. And so Alexander, I don't think he usually rolls the wants to do homework, but because he has full interest in school, I just get him to do his homework because that's important to him, right? Looks like Elizabeth is ready to go to sleep. Bella, thank you, Grandma. Now she's just going to sit and relax. She's quite tired herself. She could probably take care of some needs like bathroom stuff and then maybe go to sleep. Oh, goodness. And then sleep. Sounds like Benjamin is back. Yes, he is. He brought a friend home. Who's this? Gordon. Thank you for bringing a friend, because I think you need friends. Oh no, you're good. And so that's what's going on here. There's Coral Oldie walking by. Alexander playing the piano. He's very good at that. And that's what's happened so far in the Goth family. It's sad that we lost Cassandra when we did. It was much too early, but we will see if it stays that way. Leave a shower over here. Come on. There's 2 showers. I think Edward is still over here playing. Oh, he's about to age up. I almost forgot. He's literally 1 day away. So when I play this family properly, we'll see him age up, and he's going to become a teen. So yeah, that should be fun. That should be interesting to see how that turns out. Next, we have the Dreamer family, which is really the Dreamer Broke family because Brandy and Darren got married. So here's their new bio. It says Darren is finally making the masterpieces he always dreamed of, and Brandy continues to nurture her children as they grow up and out of the house. So the last time we saw this family, Dustin and Dirk were still here. They were teens, but they have since gone to college and grown up, and we'll see them a little bit later. So we have Brandy and Dustin, of course. We have Bo over here on the right. We have the unborn baby Broke, which is Betty Broke. We had a girl, and then we have this little girl in the middle named Esra, and this is the daughter of both Brandy and Darren that they had together. Okay, so here we are in the Dreamer household. Everyone's going to be waking up in a moment. I think most of them have full energy. But here's our littlest, our youngest member of the family, Esra. And she's a child now. She's a few days out from aging up. Yeah, that's creepy. I think Darren, he has full enthusiasm in arts and crafts now. And so he gets that in the zone thing. Yeah, and I have a feeling he was dreaming about it, and so you get that funny sort of creepy sound. Can we not? Here, why don't you have a shower? It's a Monday. It's a Monday, so kids are going to be going to school today. So here's Darren. We'll start with him. He's actually only 2 days away from becoming an elder now. He's gotten quite old. He is a bit older than Brandy. She's got a bit more to go, 8 days. But he is, you know, still unemployed because he is determined to be an artist and sell his paintings, which he has been doing. He sold at least a few masterpieces at this point. And he has full creativity, which is nice. Okay, he's waking up now. And he is a knowledge sim, so he likes to roll wants for getting skill. So I try to mix that in as well as doing the painting that he does from home. He wants to continue his painting. He's doing that autonomously. And now he's in the zone. There's that sound again. Okay, so sounds like Bo is playing his guitar. He's getting pretty good at it. I mean, he's only got the 4 skill points at this point, but he has 5 points of enthusiasm. That is his one true hobby. This has become a bit of a hobby room. It used to be one of the boys' bedrooms when we had the 5 kids here. But I didn't knock down any walls. I just kept it as it was, and now we've just got some hobby stuff in there. Aw, thank you, Esther. You're so sweet. Let me see your personality for a second. You're not even really particularly neat, but thank you for that. You are pretty sloppy, extremely, max outgoing, max active, pretty playful, but you are grouchy. That's too bad. You're a little bit grouchy, but it is what it is. Can't be everything. So there she goes. She's off to school. As I said, she's 3 days out from aging up to a teenager. She usually likes to do her homework. She is an A+ student at the moment. Where is Betty? Oh my gosh, she's still sleeping. Betty! So here's Betty. This is the unborn baby broke. Because I have a clean template for Pleasantview, it's possible for Brandy to give birth to a girl, and not just a clone of herself as the original Pleasantview intends, or how it ends up working out. What I was going to look at is their school interest. Yeah, you better run. Unfortunately, Betty has 0 interest in school and 0 interest in work. She is a popularity sim, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, that she just wants to make friends and get to know people. They're still painting. Brandy is waking up. But Brandy actually has a job now. She rolled the want to get into the music career, and it did take a few days for that to pop up for her. And she got a promotion on her first day, which was really, really nice. So she's level 2 piano tuner in the music career. And she's going now. She just needed that one mechanical skill for her work, which I think she'd already had for some reason. She is secondary popularity. Okay, so she has plenty of wants to like throw parties and make friends and stuff like that. Darren, he is secondary popularity as well. That's just kind of how it ended up working out for him. So he has wants to make friends as well from time to time, or throw a party for his kids, like birthday parties and things like that. So there he is doing his painting. He's in the zone. He's having a great time. So Brandy, oh, he's done. Let's see. 427. That's pretty good. He doesn't have a want right now to sell a masterpiece, but that may or may not count as selling a masterpiece. Maybe after you go to the bathroom, you can work on some skills, because he wants a logic skill and a mechanical. So we actually don't have a chess table right now, so maybe just do the mechanical for now. So they still live at this house that Darren starts in at the beginning of the gameplay. Oh, what did you do? Did you clog the toilet? I did have to do some renovations. Down here was just Dirk's room originally, but I split it into 2 for the oldest boys when they were still living here. Up here used to be, the bedroom for Dirk, and then there was a small bathroom here, and then it was just sort of like this lofted space for like as an art studio. But when Brandy joined with her 3 kids, and then they had their own kid together, I was like, no, we need to make some adjustments here so that everyone can have some space. And I think, even for a time, there were kids sharing rooms, but now that the 2 oldest are out, they all get their own room, which is nice. So here's Darren. He's studying mechanical. He's thinking about probably Esther getting the A+ report card, because I think that's the most recent one. So here's Bo. I think the last time we saw him, he would have been a child still, but he's a teen now. He is a family sim, so he gets lots of watts for like calling his brother and dance with somebody. So I think he's quite social. Let's see. Yeah, he's pretty outgoing. He's somewhat neat, pretty outgoing, kind of lazy, pretty serious, and halfway between grouchy and nice. So he turned out to be a family sim based on my system that I have. and no secondary yet. That's going to happen when he becomes an adult or goes to college, which, to be honest, I don't know that will happen because he's a C+ student right now, and he doesn't have any interest in school or work. So I do like to give my Sims the opportunity to go to college as much as possible. So far, I haven't had anyone flunk out, though it's been very close. I had a couple academic probations because, again, I like to play want space as much as possible. So if they are not rolling the wants to gain their skills and whatnot for university, they could, you know, not do very well. Same with Betty. She has no interest in school or work, so we'll see if she ends up going to college or not. But she's currently B+, because as a child she did have the wants to do homework, but I have a feeling now that she has zero interest in school, she will most likely not be doing any homework, which is too bad. Oh, there's that want fulfilled for Darren. He got that mechanical skill point, and of course he wants to keep earning mechanical skill points because this is what knowledge sims do, right? So this is, yeah, this has been them so far. Let's see, Brandy. Brandy finishes tuning a piano to perfection when her cell phone rings. The SimCity Concert Hall is in need of an expert piano tutor to tweak their classic grand piano for the concert of the world-renowned tenor Arito Mipalotti. As always, special considerations must be taken into account. Mipalotti demands the piano demands the piano be improperly tuned to make his voice sound better in comparison. The task is simple enough for Brandy, but could damage her reputation in the long run. Should Brandy tune away, or is it time to stay? It's time to say arrivederci. Oh my gosh, this is extremely. You know what? Let's just tune the piano. Oh, the threat of a ruined reputation is overshadowed by the thought of working alongside. She's fired. Now, the good news is I don't plan on saving any of this progress. This is just me showing some gameplay as they explain the work, you know, the way things have been working for this family so far. So this is very sad, but she's back. But this is not a permanent thing for her. I'm so sorry, Brandy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brandy. I don't know why they do this thing where they're like happy or proud or something. No, see, now she's sad. Now she is sad. I'm so sorry, Brandy. That was a bad call. Yeah, go answer the phone. Is it still ringing? No, of course now it stopped. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and now the teens are back from school and Bo is doing terribly. Bo. Let's see. Yeah, D+. How about Betty? B+ still? Okay. Yeah, she's kind of so-so. She's indifferent with those grades. She already wants to throw a party. So that's what's been going on with this family. They seem to be doing mostly well, although the homework situation could be better. Be interesting to see how things turn out. In terms of relationships, Bo is dating Sophie Miguel. They just sort of met randomly on the teen lot, the interactive, and so they hit it off nicely and had their first kiss together, and then he asked to go steady and she said yes, so that's been nice. Betty is not seeing anybody, but she kind of has a thing going with Alec Oldie. This is the child that Herb and Coral adopted, and they're about the same age. I think Alec is just slightly older. They have been flirting, but they haven't done anything beyond that, right? No, they haven't had like a first kiss together or anything like that. Just a little bit of flirting, I think, at this point. So we'll see. We'll see if that turns into something more. Aw, there's Dirk. You want to come say hi to your son? He's kind of walked by to visit, maybe. That's cute. So he has a really good relationship with his son. which is nice, especially since Dirk doesn't have his mom anymore. The game starts out with her being gone. Oh, and now Angela is here too. Hi, Angela. Brandy is blowing off some steam, playing some video games. Esra is back from school. And she wants to be friends with Aaron Pleasant. She brought home Lily Burb. We're going to see the Burbs next. That's John and Jennifer's second little girl. Still has her A+ report card, which is great. She has really high charisma. She really liked the rabbit toy when she was a toddler, so she got a ton of charisma. Oh, your sister wants to play. These guys have been really good friends. I mean, Betty just aged up to a teen now, but when they were both children at the same time, they played together tons. They did all kinds of activities together. So it's cute that they're still getting along and still interacting and playing. Bo's still going all out on his guitar. Sounding very good. Oh, you need a shower? Yeah, go in a shower. Brandy currently has the want to have a baby. I think that happened when one of the kids aged up. I don't really intend on them to have another baby, but I have it locked in just in case. I'm really not sure. What? That thing can go up and down the stairs? I have never seen that remote control car do that before. Oh my gosh, okay. Maybe it was a glitch, but I swear it couldn't do that. Oh, there's Sophie Miguel. Do you want to go say hi to your girlfriend? Come. No, not glitch. Okay, great, Sophie. Just your girlfriend. So, yeah. I don't think they'll have another baby, especially because Darren is very, on the cusp of aging up. Brandy is getting up there as well, and I do like to use the ACR for Try a Baby because I feel like that's more realistic. And takes into account their age when trying for babies. So at this point, I don't think that they would be able to conceive just because Brandy is getting up there. But I think, honestly, they... No. Who the hell are you? Yeah. They have enough kids, I think. So we'll see what ends up happening with the two teens here, with Bo and with Buddy. Oh, they just became best friends. I could have sworn they were already best friends, but anyway, they're best friends now. And I haven't decided if someone like Sophie, who's like normally a townie, if she should maybe age up with Bo and maybe go to college with him, or just put her straight to an adult. I don't know if that's something that they only have one Bolt, so I don't know that this is like a forever relationship or not. I haven't decided yet. I actually don't have a great relationship, which is too bad. It seems to have decayed a lot when he went to college. I think they... Oh. Negative interaction. Is Bo hungry? Bo seems to be stuffing his face right now. Why don't you get an actual meal if you're hungry? Have an omelet. I have a lot of breakfast foods for some reason. What's everyone else doing? Okay, Darren's having a bath, no problem. Betty is taking care of the weeds, which is wonderful. Her one true hobby is tinkering. It's not nature. So nobody's one true hobby is nature. So nobody seems to want to do any gardening ever, which is why there's so many weeds. Yeah. So this is the Dreamer and Burb Household. This is what they've been up to. Next we have the Pleasant Household, and so we have Daniel and Mary Sue and their girls, Angela and Lilith. Their bio says, the Pleasant girls are back from college, but for how long? Will they find the jobs in the careers they studied for in college? Maybe their knights in shining armor can swoop them off their feet. So yeah, the girls are back. I just plopped them back into their original home for now. I don't really intend on this being a long-term thing, just sort of for now, most likely, but we'll see. Alright, so here we are inside the Pleasant household, and Daniel is an elder. He recently aged up and is now old. Mary Sue isn't too far behind. 2 more days until she ages up, but Daniel is, the romance sim that he is, still has plenty of wants for whining and dining. His most recent new friend is the hobby instructor, Noel. He's been playing a lot of violin lately, so he's got a bit of, he's got some higher music and dance enthusiasm, so he got to the secret lot and met her and wooed her. Mary Sue has no clue what's going on. She is a secondary romance sim. This is just sort of what worked out. And Lilith, there is a bathroom upstairs. I don't know why you're here. Go upstairs. So Mary Sue is secondary romance, and I mean at this point she's really only pursued one other person. It's her coworker Kome Tellerman. So they've had a couple dates, and she's quite smitten with him. And Daniel doesn't know about it. Daniel is secondary knowledge, so he occasionally will get wants to gain skills, but mostly just wants to have lots of woohoos and public woohoos and meet new people and, those typical things. But we'll see. He's currently in Platinum. He's 54 days old. And we'll see how much longer he has. Mary Sue is over here. And she has wants to go on vacation and stuff right now. Maybe she's feeling like, yeah, I'm pretty close to getting old and retiring myself, so why don't we just plan ahead a little bit and go on some vacations. Here's Angela. She is going to go have a shower now, but she's got her degree in philosophy. Wait, was it philosophy? I think it was philosophy. Or was that Lilith? I will have to check her degree again because now I forget. She currently has a want to get a job in the athletic career. I couldn't get one last time I played with them. Looks like Mary Sue is going to work right now. She has a car. We also have a basketball net for Lilith because her one true hobby is sports. Did you actually read it? I didn't get to see what it said. Oh, not you. Angela. Need your diploma. What's your degree in? She wants to reach maximum enthusiasm in games. She wants to get logic level 7. Okay, so she got her degree in drama. So we'll have to see what kind of jobs suit drama the best, based on the skills and stuff like that. And I believe it's Lilith. She's the one that had the degree in philosophy. She also has a want to get a job in the athletic career, which I think works for her, being that her one true hobby is in sports. So we'll see if Angela also gets a job in athletic. Her lifetime want is to have 20 simultaneous best friends, so her lifetime want is not linked to a job. And Angela's is win 30 gaming competitions and own all 8 video games. We'll see about that. I don't. Daniel, you just kicked over the the lawn flamingo. Is he mean? Is he a mean sim? He not really. He's kind of more on the nice side than the gross side. But he's judging that flamingo real hard. Angela wants to go talk to her dad, tickle her dad. How's their relationship? Is that gonna go well? It's a little bit on the low side. They never were able to build up much of a relationship while still living at home, and they didn't really maintain it when they went off to college, so I don't think, let's see what happens. The maid is here. It's Brenda Hart again, the Kaylin imposter. She's attracted to him. It's just a flamingo, Daniel. You don't want to play rock, paper, scissors with your daughter? Come on. How about you just have a quick conversation at least? Lilith is up here. She wants to tell her sister a dirty joke. Why don't you try looking for a job? Let's see if maybe, just maybe, there's a job in the athletic career for you. So Lilith is still in love with Dirk. They have basically just been dating all throughout college, and we'll see if Roll wants to get married. Right now, Dirk has a want to marry a rich sim, which I locked in sort of just for fun. Oh, athletic career, yes. Okay, so they will most likely get married. Let's be honest. They usually end up together unless you start playing around with sexualities and stuff like that. But they are both straight. I didn't bother to change anything for them. Athletic ticket. 2 p.m. So you can go to your work. You can go to your new job today. All right. So that's that. Did I give them secondaries yet? I haven't. Okay, so that's something that I'm probably going to do in their next episode. I'm not going to bother doing it now because I actually don't even plan on saving any of the progress here. Here's Angela. I believe her one true hobby is nature, so she could very well do all this gardening here, and she would get quite a bit of enthusiasm for that. Let's see. Oh, they're playing red hands. That's cute. Okay. And she is still in love and basically in a relationship with Dustin. And they dated all throughout college. They all went to college together, the 4 of them. And so they will most likely get married at some point. I believe Dustin also has a want to marry rich sim. They're both Dustin and Dirk, they're both fortune sims, so that's very on brand for them. I don't know that these guys are considered rich sims. I think I saw that their household worth, like their net worth was like $90-something thousand, so it might count as being rich. I don't know, but we'll see. They will most likely end up together. Yeah, so as for the relationships that Daniel has sort of been in, so he has Mary Sue, his wife, of course. He has Nina. Noel is one of the more recent ones. He still has feelings for Kaylin, even though they had a bit of a falling out. Kaylin caught Daniel and Mary Sue having romantic interactions, and so Kaylin got super offended and upset with him. I mean, she must have known that he was married, right? And he also has a bit of a thing with Rose Day. They had a date and woohooed and stuff like that. So he's got a few woohoos under his belt. He currently has the lifetime aspiration to become a professional party guest, and he is in the slacker career, but level 7, so he still has some work to do. I don't know that he'll make it, especially now that he's an elder. I tend to retire my elders around like the halfway point, so that is different for everyone. I won't retire them immediately when they become an elder, especially if they're like, say, a fortune sim and they really want to make money, so I might keep a fortune sim in a little bit longer, but it really just depends on their situation. Mary Sue is still in the politics career. She's level 7 as a congressperson. Still has some skill to build here, and her lifetime want is to become mayor, level 10. So she's on her way. She still has some time. It's definitely possible. Angela's going for a dip. It is summer now, so it makes sense for her to want to go swimming. Oh, Daniel is sending child support to his kids with Nina. Yeah, that's kind of an unfortunate thing. That Mary Sue may or may not ever find out about. We'll see. Ah, there we go. Team mascot level 1. With the llama outfit. It's so funny. Off she goes. Daniel is off today. Mary Sue is at work right now, and then Angela still. Oh, she's gonna play some basketball now in her bathing suit. Oh, those weeds! Those weeds! That outfit and those weeds need to be taken care of. So that's where we're at with the Pleasants right now. That she really needs to have some food. Why don't you go eat something? Yeah, so it's always fun to see how things are going with each family after some time has passed. Get a little update like this, because it's going to be different for everyone, right? No one is going to play the game the same way, and you know, outcomes for chance cards at work can throw you through a loop as well. Here's Mary Sue. She brought a friend home. Oh, she brought Dark home. And Lilith isn't here. That's so sad. Hey, that's your future mother-in-law. Do not wolf whistle at her. Go shower. Yeah. Oh, don't dance in the bathroom. In fact, just turn it off. Just turn it off and have something to eat. Okay. So that's what's happened with the Pleasant household.